In the book, I look at, first of all, the national picture, and I go into the word crisis, which I initially found a really unhelpful term. It sounds simplistic, but I genuinely believe, and I have a whole body of research for those who are interested, that teachers need to have a sense of well-being and professional integrity to do their jobs well. Unhappy teachers are not effective teachers. Burnt out teachers are not effective teachers. The main things I think that teachers can get out of this book is that it really does shine a light into the darker corners of the profession. It's a hugely honest, sometimes shocking, sometimes moving portrayal from their own mouths of teachers' experiences in schools. The chapter which was the most interesting, the most joyous to write was Why Teach? And actually teachers have very, very simple reasons for going into teaching. It's either because they love their subject and want to convey it, or it's because they love students. And that chapter, making a difference, came out again and again and again. And what's interesting is that when you actually start to look into the detail of teachers' stress and anxiety and those mental health issues I talked about earlier, they are almost never caused by young people, almost always caused by policies, procedures, poor leadership. So that was my first big thing. My second main point that came out of the book was really to debunk that whole idea that teachers are lazy, teachers want an easy life. People don't go into teaching for an easy life. In my 20 years in teaching, I've probably met one or two teachers who have gone into teaching for the holidays, and they've lasted less than a term each. Teachers want to be challenged. Teachers want to work hard. If you have a teacher who spends their weekend planning a project about meerkats, which my daughter's teacher has just done, they won't resent that. They won't resent giving up that time. What teachers want is professional pride, professional integrity, and to feel that they're listened to and valued. So when you meet teachers who are really suffering, it will often be because they feel that they aren't being heard, they aren't being recognised, that their talents aren't being acknowledged. And there are a lot of very, very strong voices out there, and I think that for school leaders it's making sure those voices are heard. The final message is that throughout the book, even with the more distressing stories, there is a real sense of passion and commitment and positivity and an absolute fundamental commitment to our young people who deserve the very best teachers they can get.